Oh, hello there. You might wonder why I'm laying here. Well, I did something to my back. I think I have valuable lessons to learn from this. Let me explain. Lately on this channel, you have seen me doing a bunch of running. Besides that, I've gone to the gym regularly. Knowing that I'm running a lot nowadays, I have stayed away from doing too taxing heavy lower body workouts in the gym. I have mainly been training upper body and some lighter core training. Well, after our 14-kilometer run, I felt I wanted to do some heavy duty legs and lower body training. I pushed myself very hard, just 2 days after running 15 kilometers. I started feeling some discomfort during the workout, but it was not excruciatingly painful. When I woke up the next day, I could feel that something was off. Everything was fine when laying down, but when I got up, it took about a minute or so. Then a growing, but not too severe pain started in my lower back, which quickly turned into me becoming nauseous, feeling like I wanted to vomit. When I got back to the bed and laid down, the pain disappeared. Well, the doctors came to the conclusion that it was very fatigued muscles and muscle attachments that has gotten inflamed and started to swell up when I moved around, causing them to expand and put pressure on some nerves. So, by the doctor's orders, I was to lay in bed, absolutely not sit, which was something new to me. Apparently, the worst thing you can do for your back is sitting down. Sitting down applies the most amount of pressure on your back. So I was to just lay still in bed and challenge myself to some small walks to the kitchen and to the toilet, basically. And that's basically how I've spent my days, on my back, not doing any kind of training. Now, why did this happen and what can I learn from it? The first thing you think is that perhaps I've trained way too much or even I've trained wrong. But both the doctors and myself came to the same probable cause. I had been sloppy with my recovery. For over a week before the injury happened, I have had rough patches of bad sleeping. I didn't get all the hours I need. I slept a lot of the nights on a rough couch. On top of that, I was getting really stressed and nervous about an upcoming big job I had to do. I trained hard, but not insane. On a good week, I would probably have had muscle soreness, but nothing major. But since I didn't get my body the proper recovery, the muscles were so very fatigued that they had to basically shut down for a while so that I would listen. Of course, super bummed out that this happened. The first couple of days I couldn't really do anything else than sleep, eat, and sleep more. Getting very stressed about the work I had to do, I really have to thank my dear friend Martin, who really stepped up and made this brilliant little setup for me where I could lay down and work. No pain, and it also helped not thinking about the back all the time. And this is where I spent the majority of the last 14 days. I even did last week's Trainerds video lying here in this couch. And that was such a mindfuck. Watching myself and my friends running 15 kilometers while I couldn't even stand for 15 minutes. Anyhow, how am I doing today? I'm pretty okay. All the nerve squeezing has gone away. I don't feel any nausea anymore, which was the worst part. And that probably means that the swelling has gone way down. And the pain is almost completely gone as well. Now it's more of a nuisance, like someone is pressing a finger softly yet firmly into my back. The pain goes away when I've been walking for 5 minutes or so, which is a good sign, but it's also here I need to be careful. I want to be out walking all the time since it feels good, but that can also give me a setback if I'm not careful. But why the hell would I say that this injury might be good for me? Well, it's a big reminder of the importance of balance. If I train very hard, I also need to recover hard. And sometimes you need to be reminded of the most basic things. But I think a lot of people, have tendencies to not prioritize sleep and recovery. In the heat of the moment, it may feel like work or training is more important. This thing just needs to be done, right? Another thing this has reminded me of is how incredibly important training is for me. The first couple of days, resting was easy, since it was hurting. But when the pain started going away, but I'm still forced to rest, my body started getting so incredibly restless. My body's used to be challenged every day, and now I'm just laying still. I got so restless. And then I started feeling it in my head as well. It's like all the colors in the world just got desaturated. I started to feel real sad. This is how I often felt back in the day before I found training. And then I couldn't figure out why I was feeling like I did. At least now I know what is missing and I can take solace in that. But man, is training something powerful. I can't wait to get back to it, but I need to be mindful and not overdo it now. I want to become stronger from this, not crash even harder from it. My quest, after all, is going from geek to peak, not from geek to couch. This has already gotten me way more invested in the whole sleep and recovery quest. I have acquired this new watch that even tracks sleep, giving me updates and trends about my sleep. So, nothing bad that doesn't come with something good, right? At least that's what I'm trying to tell myself, to keep myself motivated. I'm not gonna lie, these 14 days have been terrible. But instead of becoming more depressed, I need to try to think positive about it. Hopefully this minor injury will make me become even better in the long run. While I haven't been able to do any training this week, I do have some fun footage from right before the injury that I want to show. This here was a huge milestone in my handstand push-up quest.
Ja, exakt! Nice! Ow. Oh my god! Jag ska inte släppa.
Nej, jag måste tippa dig.
Nej, titta! Ja, nej, Hannes.
Nej.
Där ja, snyggt. Och upp på tårna, försiktigt. Ja, där har du det.
Snyggt!
Jättebra, du kan stå där och balansera.
Starkt. Ja. Snyggt! Woo!
Perfect headstand.
I am recovering slowly. I will continue to do small walks and not push myself too hard now in the beginning. And hopefully in a couple of days I can do a light comeback in the gym, because damn do I miss it. Well, hopefully I'll have a nice update for you next week, with Hannes a bit more recovered. Until then, have some wonderful summer days, enjoy your training, and try to look positive at the world. Something that helps me staying positive is knowing that you guys out there are watching. Love you guys, because you are awesome. Woohoo!